Hello and welcome to the 4th episode of Valheim Blind Exploration series. At this point I could easily build a ship, but I have to practice how to sail in general, so I started with a raft. And this is way more difficult than I expected. All I can do is maneuver the raft a bit and release or raise the sails, and I need to use the wind and its direction to actually move. This is really cool and realistic, but I definitely will need to practice to master this, but I love it. While I was under the bridge, struggling to place some supporting beams for the platform as it kept falling apart, I got raided by monkey creatures. I remembered I got that small animal raid in beginning when we started, but this time it was a full-on invasion. In our original base, I made another portal as I decided to try and go to the next boss. While traveling there, I killed few more trolls. It seemed that the boss area is way outside our island, however, the distance between land masses did not seem too big. So I bravely decided to try and swim to it. I was worried because when the stamina runs out while swimming, I noticed I used to get damaged, but this time damage was way bigger, maybe because it was not a river anymore. Either way, I made it, in one piece. I finally found the boss area and it looked amazing, but there was quite few mobs around trying to kill me. I wanted to build the portal to connect to the base, but I did not bring enough fine wood. While trying to find some birch trees, I encountered that biome that we saw earlier with dead trees, and apparently it was a swamp. And it had new mobs. Goddamn drogs! These bastards are quite strong and fast. They also dropped their guts for some damn reason. By the side of a mountain, I noticed something flying around. It seemed way bigger than a bird, but I could not reach it with my arrows. I found an island troll and thought it would be easy to kill as he probably can swim. But he just walked through it quite quickly and got to me worried for a second. While traveling on a cliffside, I decided to play a bit of a monkey creature golf. Close to some of these swamps, there was a slime jumping around. When I killed them, they dropped ooze that apparently I can make into bombs. I finally could finish my portal and get back home to prepare for a fight, and of course improve my troll armor again. A sacrificial fire said to drop the younglings of some enemies, and I had some ideas. I tried to use some monster trophies, but of course they did not work. But I also found one item that kinda makes sense as it came from those nests. A seed that said makes noise if I put it to my ear. So it's probably alive, and it did work. The boss started to spawn and I was getting scared as I had no idea what to expect. A giant tree appeared and started shooting something like vines at me. Good thing is that I could hide behind these pillars, but not for long. He started to grow some vines from the ground that hit me. So I kept running between pillars, shooting him with my bow and trying to survive. At one point he got me really low and I thought I will definitely die, but I managed to survive with just a bit of help. With more back and forward between pillars, shot by shot, I finally got the treebeard down. I was victorious and excited for my reward. However, all he gave me was his trophy and a swamp key. No idea what to use it for, and I didn't want to go to swamps yet, so it was kind of a bit disappointing. When I returned to starting area to place his trophy and check out the power, I got a bit more disappointed. It gives me faster logging. So of course I went to try it out. It did make me do more damage to trees and take them down faster. However, I would not say it's so useful as cheap sprinting and jumping with gear power is so much better. After many dungeon explorations, I had enough gold to buy the most expensive items in the shop from Gimli. A belt apparently. It's said to give me superhuman strength. So I thought my damage will increase. However, I noticed later that it actually gave me 150 extra carry weight, and that's really good. So I decided to start yet another base, as the coast bridge seemed not stable enough to hold more structures on it. I thought the best place is go back to the beginning, next to the trophy stone. I could easily change my powers if I want to, and I thought it might be safer. First, I built my crafting shack and then small living house for me to sleep in. The next building I was planning to do is a smelter house. A new update for Valheim is out, and it brought me some nativity items. I made myself a Christmas tree and put some empty presents so I would not feel so alone in this big scary island. So apparently Mistlands are out of this update, and we added a new scary boss trophy altar to previous ones, as I definitely did not remember it being here. These goddamn dwarf monkeys are walking around my little town like they own the place. And some of them seem not to be aggressive. Could it be that these trees I placed around makes them jolly and less aggressive? My biggest fear happened, another raid, and this time for some reason it's the dogs. How did they get here? And I have no clue, and they are super strong compared to monkey dwarves. These invasions keeps getting bigger with days that pass, and I wasted so many of them running around and trying to build new bases and figuring things out. I think I'm way behind where I should be by this time, so I'll have to focus and somehow prepare for next invasion, as it's probably going to be even bigger and scarier. I'm actually anxious and scared now. My chill exploration experience now turning into some survival-based defense experience. I will have to improve everything I can as much as possible and build up some walls. I can't believe I missed this. While cutting a pine tree, I received different type of wood. How come I never cut any pine trees before? It unlocked many new items for me to craft. While walking through a forest, I noticed some weird mob. After trying to shoot it down, it seemed that I do no damage to him, and it might be an NPC. But when I got closer to the thing, it just poofed and disappeared. I'm pretty sure it looked like a reaper, and I have no clue what that means for me. With this new wood, I can actually make a new bow. I could have done this way before in the game, but I didn't know about it. A cultivator is something I was wondering for a while now. How to grow things and tame boars with some root plants, but I had none. I can now plant carrots, and they are probably what I can use to tame boars. I will make proper farm area somewhere close soon. Now I can also make a proper bronze pickaxe instead of using a bone one. Cartography table seems something interesting, but it seems to combine your explorations with your friends in the same world. I found a new weapon I could make, a huge hammer that seems super cool. This baby hits like a truck. Might be good weapon for massive enemy invasions. My carrots have grown and it's time to reap the rewards. If I want to grow more, I need to plant already grown carrots to grow some seeds. I definitely need to make a proper farm. At last, I thought it'll be possible to tame some boars, but it seems nope. I still can't tame them, I just keep eating them myself. I'm lost and clueless what else I could use. I realize I haven't shared with you my new storage house. I have so much space to store absolutely everything I would ever need. Without any more delay, I built a nice fenced garden with tilted soil, and now we can start mass producing some carrots for some better food recipe. Also, I'd like to try and plant some trees for more convenient resource gathering, especially when it comes to better lumber variations. And this is my portal tower. I placed my cooking cauldron in the middle to get some light and give it a nice place for crafting. Unfortunately, I could not build a nice railings and sides on top of the structure, as they kept falling off as they don't seem to have enough support. I put two of my portals, one to the coast base area and another one close to the swamps. I moved that portal from boss so it would be more convenient when we decide to explore it. Plus, there's 5 extra portals. If I decide to wander far, far away, I could build a portal anywhere and get back home fast. Now I want to build last things that I unlocked and still haven't done. One of them is a fermenter. It should come useful when we will be trying to make some better food. The last thing I can build is a beehive. It does not seem to be a complicated farming process. Hopefully we will get some honey soon. Thank you all for watching if you made it this far. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, and you can always subscribe and ring the notification bell if you want to see more. I'll see you next time in Valheim.